Hi guys, I'm actually sitting at a light right now. It is pouring rain. I've been stuck in so much traffic, so I'm not sure if I'll have an opportunity to film this later. Just wanted to do a quick intro on my tutorial video that you're going to see. It is 5 random tips on things that I use in PowerPoint to save me time and that are helpful to me. Hopefully they'll be helpful to you. Hopefully they're useful, and yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you a cover page and thumbnails of a product that I have. This is my 7th grade Mazes full year bundle, and as you can see, these are the thumbnails of this particular bundle. When I create new covers and thumbnails, I never start from scratch. I always open up an old one and then resave it so that it saves me some time. I don't have to recreate anything. It just makes my life a whole lot easier. So I'm going to go through some tips from here that you can use in any resource at all, but this is some of the things that I use in my cover pages and my thumbnails. So the first tip that I'm going to give you is on some font changes. So as you can see, I have this particular font here basically on every one of my slides. It's this KG Adipose Unicase, and if I wanted to change that in all of my slides and not have to do that individually, I could actually just select this text box, go to replace fonts, and I could actually just change the font from here. If I wanted to change them, let's say to KG blank space solid, I would just click replace and close. And now you can see on every one of these pages that font was, it now got changed. The other thing that's really cool about fonts is if I wanted to change now the look of this, if I click here on this capital and lowercase a, I can change the way the case looks. So I can do sentence case, all lowercase, all uppercase. I can capitalize each word, or I can toggle. I like them all uppercase, but of course you can change them to whatever you want. So it's a nice trick there. All right, so the next tip that I have for you is how to change a picture out. So when I insert my JPEGs into my resource, I format them a certain way. So I like to format them with this outline here. So if I don't want to have to do that individually, if I had my folder open here, if I were to pull in one of these images from my folder, you can see that the formatting doesn't, and I want this to be the exact same format. I don't want to have to change anything because I like the way it looks. I could actually right click, go to change picture from a file, and then I can select the image that I want to change it to, click insert, and now it keeps the exact same formatting that I had, and it places it in that spot. The other thing that's really cool, my next tip is how to actually change the formatting to whatever other formatting you have. So if I have this and I want this one to be the exact same format, if I go back home and click on this format painter, and then I click here, you can see that it changes the color and any formatting that you have on that particular picture. So you don't have to do that manually as well. All right, my next tip is how to duplicate easily. So here, there's 2 different ways I want to show you how to duplicate something. If I wanted to duplicate and keep it in the exact same spot, so I could click Control Shift at the same time, and it'll just keep it in the exact same format, so it's in the same spot. So if you were duplicating something and you wanted it to be aligned directly with the others, you can just hit Control Shift at the same time and then just drag it over. So it allows me to duplicate, but it only goes up and down or left and right. I'm just going to hit Control Z a couple of times just to keep it the way it was before. If I wanted to duplicate and not have to worry about it being in line with the others, I can just hit Control and then drag it, and then I can move it wherever I want. So I just hold down the Control key, drag it over, and then this allows me to duplicate it freely. All right, my next tip and last tip of the day, this is tip number 5. If I wanted to now add my watermark in here, I could actually drag it in from my folder. And so now you can see my watermark is here. My logo, sorry, not my watermark. And if I wanted to now take this white border away, I can do that very easily by going to color and clicking on set transparent color. Now you can do this with just about any piece of clip art that you have or image that you have that has a white background. It doesn't always work, but most of the time it does. So now I can resize it and put it wherever I want. But maybe I do want this to be a watermark. I don't want it to be completely opaque. I want it to be a little transparent. So there's a trick that you can use to do that. It's a little bit of it's more complicated than the ones that I've shown you before, but it's really not that bad. So if I go to insert shape and I select the rectangle tool, I'm going to hold down the shift to keep it as a perfect square. Then I'm going to right click and go to format shape. I'm going to go to picture or texture fill. I'm going to click on file, and I'm going to find my logo and insert it. So now I have my logo here, and I can change the transparency of it. So I can't change the transparency of my image alone unless I do this trick, unfortunately, but it doesn't take that long. It's pretty easy. But maybe I want it to be black and white or grayscale. So I go back to Format, click on Color, and I can choose another one of these color options here. And you can see you have a lot of options to choose from, but maybe I like this one and I want it here. Oh no, but I still have this white background. So since this one is a circle, one of the other tricks that I use is I can go to Crop and crop to shape, and I want to crop it to a circle. So now it actually will be cropped to that shape, and it has a blue line around it by default. So if I just go to Line in Formatting, click on No Line, now that line is gone. I have my watermark here. I can resize it however I want. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller. So that's it. Those are my tips. I hope that you enjoyed, and there's more to come. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you and talk to you soon. Bye.